Hey everybody, I'm Tuckifer,
And I'm Benigma.
and this is story time, or maybe it's true.
Maybe it's not. We'll let you decide.
Now, let me think of a story. Oh, I got one. And you'll know where I'm going with this probably real quick. Alright, so there used to be this fast food restaurant that I worked at.
Aw.
And no, this could go anywhere. Shut up. A lot of stuff happened there. I mean, I got fired from there, so.
But if it involves me, I know where you're going.
That's so true. Yeah, I had tons of stories from there that'll probably never come out because it has nothing to do with Tuckifer and Benigma. Anyway, so I shortly after went and got a job at this grocery store that was really freaking close to that restaurant because I didn't have a car and it had to be walking distance from my house.
I already worked there, so I hooked him up.
Yeah, so I didn't even know you were actually working there at that point.
Hey, you did? I told you about it. I told you, hey man, there's an opening where I work. You should apply.
Oh yeah, I guess you did. I'd say thanks, but that job sucked, so
Yeah, I know. Sorry
thanks for
about that.
nothing.
Hey, you still worked there longer than I did.
It's so true.
Anyway.
Yeah, so anywho, um, we were working, and we have a few different stories from our time there. But we were working, and Benigma and I have always been a fan of trying to think how to put this. Mischief.
Mischief works.
Mischief shenanigans. And
We like trouble
yes.
and getting
No,
into
no,
it.
no, 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 no. We don't like getting in trouble.
No,
We like doing bad things and not getting in trouble.
we like pushing the line, see how far we can go, and if we get caught in trouble, then, we know not to go that far again.
There's really a we getting caught is always very rare though, because anytime we get to the line, it kind of is me pushing you over the line and then running back the other way.
Yeah.
No, anyway, so
Gee, thanks.
that's a great mental image.
Well, now I know how I got in so much trouble all the time.
So anyway, and still do. Anyway, so anyway, we're working one day, and at one point I'm working in the deli, is where we both started, and he got moved over to the bakery, which is across the way. I'd be like,
Technically, same department, but, whatever. Anyway.
yeah, across a huge area of aisles, and I was like, all the time. Would like call him on the department phone sometimes. Okay, here's a side story during our story that I'm wanting to tell. There was a few times where I would screw with him, and I found a way to leave the phone sitting on the receiver, but to where it was still picked up, because it's a cord phone. So it's hanging on the wall even though it's not hung up. And I would call his department and walk away, and he'd pick it up and go, hello? Hello? And he would think I was screwing with him, which I was, but he would look over, and I'm working, and the phone is still on the receiver. This went on for a few hours before he finally realized what was going on.
Technically, I went over to the department to find out what was going on.
I think
Beside the point.
I think I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to do it quick, and you walked over and actually caught me with my pants down. Basically, caught me in the act. I was like, oh, "Hey, buddy."
So anyway, to continue the story
Yeah,
here.
moving on. So while he was in the bakery, at one point, I walk over and he's playing with this thing, and I'm like, "What is that?" He goes, "This is called a P-Touch." A P-Touch is this little thing.
It's pretty much a label maker.
It's a
is what
label
it is.
maker. You type in stuff and it prints it out on a little sticker. Long, thin black sticker. But it's like, it's not just typed in like it's imprinted. Or not imprinted, like kind of outwardly engraved.
Kind of, yeah.
Outgraved?
No, it's...
Well, engraved means it's in. So isn't it outgraved?
No, technically, it's still considered being it's still an engraving.
It's still engraved, it's just engraved upward. Whatever. Anyway, so I get the bright idea to, and I don't even know if I completely told you the plan before it happened. No,
Well,
right before we went, you knew.
Well, yeah, but we made
We made him there because if we had taken it out of the building, that would have been theft. And
See, I think actually it was my idea, to be honest.
no, it was my ex job.
So?
Yeah, it was my idea. You wanted to make something. That's right. You wanted to make something weird and put it somewhere. I'm the one that provided the location of what we should type. So and don't do this at any time, but because the only reason we got away with this is because the place I used to work had no cameras, 0 cameras. There were cameras up, but none of them were actually connected to anything. Like one of the kids when I was working there was like, "These aren't real," and I'm like, "Yeah, they are." And he goes, "No, they're not. Watch." And he jumped up on the counter and poked the camera, and it literally fell off the wall, and it wasn't connected to anything. I was like, "Oh man!" So.
And a whole lot of other stuff happened.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
beside the point.
Like I said, stories you probably won't hear unless I find a way to make it relevant. Anyway, so we print 2 labels and we go across the street to that fast food restaurant, and it's got a drive-through, obviously, and it's not busy, so we run up, peel the back of the sticker off so the adhesive, the sticky part of it's there, and we stick one on the top and the bottom of the speaker. And this isn't one of those places that had like it does now. It didn't then. Didn't have a computerized screen, like it was just a metal box with a speaker on it.
Which looks so stupid. But...
Yeah, I mean it took them a while to get up with the times. But we stuck one on the top of it and on the bottom of it, and the box was black. And the stickers were black. So unless anybody ever went through drive-through, they had no idea what was going on. So we thought this was hysterical, and
not gonna tell what the sticker said.
Oh, I'm getting there. That's gonna be
Okay.
the ending punchline because it makes it so funny. Let me do my thing.
Shut up. Just tell the story.
No, I'm done. No, all right, I'm done. We're just gonna get off now and be done with the story.
Tell the rest of the story, stupid.
Apologize.
I'm sorry. Tell the rest of the stupid story, stupid.
I'm sorry, Master Tuckifer.
I'm not saying that.
Anyway, so I went in. I went in or we went in?
I went in because you were still banned from the property.
No. Yeah, I was definitely banned from the property. No, I'm saying like 6 months later we both went in. And
No, actually you went in. It was just you that
you
went
weren't there. Oh, because
No.
I called you and told you about it immediately.
Yeah, and I died laughing about
because
it.
one of the people only one of the associates were still working there from when I was working there, but they kept their mouth shut about me not supposed to be there because it was never legally set in stone that I wasn't allowed to be there. I've been there like 20 times since then to eat. But, I mean, it's right by my house. But so, I go and ask them, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, man." Because I told them what we had done. Because, it was a while before, and it's not like they're going to do anything about it. And he goes, "You have no idea how difficult that made it here." And he goes, "Because you put 2 stickers on that intercom that said, 'Speaker's not working properly, please raise voice.' People yelled at us through drive-thru for like a month and a half, 2 months, and it took us forever to figure out why." People would normally pull up, "Hey, I'd like to get a cheeseburger and a order of fries." But because of what we did, "Hey, I'd like to get a cheeseburger and an order of fries." Okay. Because for anybody that doesn't realize that people wear headsets that do that kind of job, and not only do they have headsets, but they have intercoms above everyone's head that the order also comes through. Makes for a loud time.
I'm glad we didn't do that at, where I work.
Anywhere else.
Yeah.
So yeah. Please raise voice. Intercom not working properly.
Yeah,
it was on the top, it was on the bottom, and because it was a P-Touch, it looked professional, so no one questioned it.
I mean, we lined it up perfectly.
We had all the time in the world.
Oh yeah.
Actually, they may have been closed already when we went to go do it.
They might have been because we did it at like 8, 9 o'clock.
Because it wasn't an overnight place. No, not 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I think it was. It had to have been past midnight. I think we went home.
No, it was right after we got off work, dude.
So they were still open.
Yeah, but they were dead.
Yeah, they didn't have any business. I think they were starting to close up inside.
Yeah.
Anywho, not important. But yeah, this has been story time with Tuckifer and Benigma.
Or maybe it's true.
Maybe it's not. We'll let you decide. See you, everybody.